Hello everyone. Today I would like to use how to use carry-in function in JavaScript. And after this video, you will know what is the carry-in function and why we need it. Okay, let's move on. What is the carry function? The carry function is a functional programming concept where we can transform a function with multiple arguments into a sequence of nested functions that take one argument at a time. Now let's try to create a sum function, and we pass a, b, and c as a parameter. Now we just return a plus b plus c, and now let's log a sum function to console. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3 as argument, 2 and 3 as argument, and we can see the result is 6. Is because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. But now we try to create another way to output result number 6 in this way. Sum 1, put the argument 1, and then we gonna continue to put the argument is 2 and continue put the argument is 3. We're gonna put on the same result is number 6, for example. But how can we ace to turn a function, to turn this function into this way? Okay, now let's try to create a curly function. The curly function is gonna take the fn as the parameter. In this function, we will return the function, another function with a as a parameter, another function with a parameter, and inside this function we return another function with b as a parameter. We continue to return another function with c a parameter, return function with c as parameter. Inside this function we're going to return a fn function with a, b, and c as a parameter. Fn function a, b, and c. Now let's try to declare a curly sum variable and assign it to curly function with the argument is sum. Now let's log the curly sum to the console. Curly sum. Now let's try with the argument 1, 2, and 3. Let me put it common, save it, and we see the output is 6. Let me break down this function into each step so you will easier to understand what happened inside the curly function. Now I'm gonna put this in common. I declare add1 variable and assign it to the curly sum with the number 1 as argument. Con add1 curly sum, and I put 1 as argument. I continue declare add2 variable, and in this case I assign it to add1 function with 2 as argument. Add1 function with 2 as argument. In similar way, I'm gonna create add3 variable and assign it to add2 with 3 as argument. Now let's log add3 to the console. We got the same result, number 6. Beautiful. And why we need the curly function? We can see in this example, by using the curly function we can break down the parameter argument in the sequence of function. another use case of the Korean when we use in the functional composition is like very important in the functional composition because it allows you to change function together more easily, and each step in the composition can be query function that take the result of the previous step as its argument. Okay, let's try with another sample. Let's try to create a compose function. A compose function, I'm gonna put two parameters f and j with the arrow function and return x, and x is gonna change as a parameter and return f with j. X is a parameter. Now let's create add2 function and add2 function with x is a parameter, and we're gonna return x plus 2. In similar way, we're gonna create multiply 3 function, and in this function we're gonna take x as a parameter and it return x multiplied by 3. Now let's try to declare a compose function and assign to compose function of pole and put add 2 and multiply 3 as argument. Compose function, assign it to compose function of pole, add 2 and multiply 3. Now let's log this to this variable to the console and put 5 as argument. What you expect result? Result should be 17. Yeah, the result is 17. It's equal 5 multiplied by 3 is 15 and plus 2 is 17. It's gonna take JS as argument. See, JS as argument. In this case, JS this one, and 5 multiplied by 3, and then I'm gonna return to f function and plus 2, so it should be 17. Let's try to switch this position. For example, return j and this f, and what do you expect result? The result should be 21. Let me try and put it in common. I think this is 21, and let's check it. 21. See, it's 21. It is because 5 plus 2 equals 7. 7 and 7 multiplied by 3, 21. Okay, to sum up, current function in JavaScript provide a way to read more modular, reusable, and composable code. They are especially valuable in functional programming and scenarios where you need to work with functions that take multiple arguments or configuration. I think that's everything for the query function in JavaScript. Hopefully you will understand what I'm talking about, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.